Hey guys, how's it going? Ben here, and welcome to my Gower Quest guide. Now, to start with, you're going to want to start in the farm south of Varrock and speak to one of the goers here to start the quest. Just skip through all the dialogue as I'm doing here. Well, actually, I'd recommend to really look through it because it is a really good quest. It's just for the guide's sake. On my second account, I skipped through it after going through it the first time, just to make it a little bit quicker and a bit more concise, which is what I hope this guide is. I want it to just be quick, hit the nail on the head with everything, just really simple so you can get it done as quickly as possible. So once you've done that, you're going to want to search this crate here in the room, like to the west of those guys. Then head outside, search the scarecrow, followed by the barrel of water, which I've just passed now, which is the third thing you want to be looking through. And then finally, once you've done that, head to the east of the house and search the food trough with all of the giant rats and stuff there. Once you've done this, you're going to find a broccoli root, which, as you're going to see in a second, I use on the spinning wheel out in the middle of the house to turn into some string. So yeah, you want to use the broccoli root on the spinning wheel here, and then use the Brussels sprout on the circumferous mounting. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, I'm so sorry. And then use that on the flipped life rune, which you're going to just want to right click, flip, and then use that on that, and you've got yourself the cabbage speak amulet. So once you've got the amulet, go outside and speak to the head cabbage here, and he's going to go through some dialogue. And basically you're going to want to go until he's asked for some party hats, and then head to one of the goers and speak to them, and they're going to give you the party hats. You're going to want to then come back, give these guys the party hats, then head back to the goers, and then you've got yourself a disc of returning. I've decided to just speed that up entirely because otherwise we're going to be here all day with little dialogue, things like this. If you want to read through them, as I've said, I suggest you do. Read through them by all means. But anyway, once you've got the disc of returning, you're going to want to get on with the next part of the quest. Next up, we want to go to the Dwarven Mines, and to get there, we're just going to, run north from the Valley Lodestone down the little mine shaft thing. You all know where that is. I'm not going to put it in the guide just to speed things up a bit. But anyway, you want to go to the southeastern part of it, to this little crevice here where there's a huge rock. And once you're there, scan the disc of returning, and your screen's going to go white, and you're going to end up in a room which is literally pitch black. Now, don't panic about this. It's not that difficult to get through this part. It's a little bit of a puzzle-like thing. Anyway, you're not going to be able to see anything, but if you move your cursor around, you'll be able to find things such as a table and stuff. The first thing you're going to want to do is search the table, and you're going to find yourself a rock. Then you're going to want to click on the rock and head to the left side of your screen and use it on the wall. Once you've done this, you want to right-click on the table that you found the rock with, and then look under it. Once you've done that, you're going to get an orange in your inventory. Just eat the orange and you'll be left with a key. Search the bumpy wall to the right of you, and then use the key with that. It's a bit hard to find, just keep searching until you find it. So search the bumpy wall, then use the key on it, and then you're going to want to get the tinderbox which you get from doing this, and use it on the scary wispy thing, which is just above that wall, just above your player there, and that'll drop a skull. Pick up this skull, and then use it on the bottom left side of the screen. You're going to be finding an unusual shape. Use it on the unusual shape, and it's going to open up the gate, which is going to lead you to the next part of the quest. Once you go through the gate, you're going to have a little bit of a conversation with this Thorder fella. Just skip through all the dialogue, and then when it says that you can go, choose to leave, and you're going to end up in the new area, which is going to start the real big sort of ball achy part of the quest. Well, it's certainly a ball achy part if you're trying to do it quickly. If you're doing it for the first time, it's really fun and enjoyable though. So once you end up in this new area, speak to the Spiral Orb, which is literally just north of you by a massive bar. Speak to that, go through all the dialogue that you want there, and once you can leave, head northwest and speak to Lucian, who is located next to Araxor, and go through all the dialogue with him and say that you're looking for the Life Altar piece. Once all that has gone down, you can go through this bank portal, which is literally just to the left of him, and you're going to want to go through there and speak to a load of different NPCs in order to break into the bank. So once you've gone through the portal, speak to Claire Hick, who is literally just here as soon as you go in, and you're going to find a little clue thing, and it'll notify you once you've gone through all the dialogue with her that you've got yourself your first little clue. Then head over to Ernie, who is guarding the bank, speak to him, and go through all the dialogue with him, and you'll get yourself a second notification. Finally, check out the locked vault door, and you'll get the last 2 clues to this thing. Once this is done, you're going to want to leave the area. So once you've left that area, you want to head to Beastmaster Durzag, who is just south of this portal here, and you want to speak to the penguin who's just next to him sat at the bar. Once you speak to him, you want to choose the option for him to help you break into the bank, and then just go through the dialogue there. Once he's agreed, it'll say that you got 1 out of the 4 people you need to help you, and go speak to Tim, who is located literally just to the east of here. Go through all of the dialogue with him, and he's going to say that he wants you to go and give out cups of tea to the graphical workers who are surrounding the bar. There's 5 of them in total, so what you do is speak to the bartender, get the 5 cups of tea, and speak to all 5 of these guys, and when it prompts you to offer them a cup of tea, give them it. And once you've done all of this, they're located only around the bar, but they're all around the bar. Once you've done this, go back and speak to Tim, and he will agree to help you break into the bank. Next up, we're going to want to speak to Romeo, who is located just south of the bar. Speak to him and he's going to say he needs some girl advice. So you want to head over to the God Wars 1 bosses, which is Kriara, Nex, Krill, Grador, and Ziliana, and speak to all 5 of them to get 5 different pieces of advice. Once you've done this, you can head back to Romeo and he will agree to help you break into the bank. Finally, for the recruitment stage of this quest, you just go and speak to Guthix, who is also next to the bar, and ask him to help you break into the bank. After going through all the dialogue with Guthix, you can see the cabbages literally directly north on the opposite side of the bar. There's 4 cabbages on the floor. Go speak to any of those, go through all the dialogue there, and they'll agree to help you. Then return back to Guthix, and he will agree to help you break into the bank. So once everyone's agreed to help us break into the bank, we want to go back through the bank portal, which is located just next to Araxor there. Once we're through there, we're going to want to do what we did before. Basically, first off, talk to Claire Hick, who is at the receptionist's desk, and Romeo will take over and they will teleport away. Once you've done that, go over and speak to Ernie, who is going to then be distracted by Guthix, and he's going to disappear, which is going to allow us to break into the vault. So once Ernie is out of the picture, click on the vault and check it out. And Tim and Crunchy are going to help you break into that little bank there. So once they've gone through their little bit, you can then enter the vault door. Once you enter the vault door, click on the chest and open it. And the penguin guy, whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce, is going to help you open the chest. Once the chest is opened, it's going to allow you to search it. Search the chest and you're going to get your first life altar piece. So once you've got the first life altar piece, you're going to want to head directly south to the Chaos Elemental and ask him how you can fix the life altar. He's going to go through a load of dialogue with you, and then he's going to tell you to go through the Grand Exchange portal and repair the pipes. Now this little puzzle bit can be quite frustrating, so I'm going to put a picture up on screen after this little part here once we get up to it, just to show you what the puzzle should look like at the end, and I'm also going to be showing me completing it as well. It only took me 2 minutes to do it, but I did do it once before on another account, which made it a lot easier for me. The thing I'd look out for is the little pieces which have 2 pipes on it. You'll see what I mean in a second. Basically, there's different parts of this puzzle, and it can be quite confusing if you don't really pay attention to the different pieces which are on screen. So this here is me completing the puzzle, and basically there's 3 little lines of piping which you're going to want to get to each other end of the, basically you're going to want to connect the pipes. It's pretty simple, but also can be quite difficult. You can see on screen the solution to it. You can also see me completing it. Basically follow what I'm doing, or just follow it based on the picture, and you should be done in no time. Once it's done correctly, you'll get the second life altar piece. So finally, once you've got that done, you'll get the second life altar piece. Head back out of this portal, and finally, to find the third piece of the altar, we need to go and speak to Thok, who can be found on the northern side of the bar. he is located just next to Virago there. So speak to him and go through his dialogue, ask him how you can fix the life altar. He's going to then explain that you need to enter the beta room portal, which is located just north of him there, next to him. And you're basically going to want to go in there and train 3 skills. This part takes a little while, it's a little bit tedious just because it's very repetitive and boring, but don't worry, it doesn't take too long. Speak to Max and go through all of the dialogue with him, and basically he's going to tell you that you need to go and max out on the 3 new skills which are going to be released. So once all that dialogue is done, head in the first door which you can actually enter, which says open instead of destroy barricade or whatever, and you're going to want to just stand on one of these things. This is going to be like the Heffin agility thing, where you choose the different things that he's doing and you basically copy what he does, and you've got a little progress bar at the top. That progress bar is going to take its time to get up, but basically it'll only go up if you're doing the correct riding method, I guess is what it's called. So you're just going to want to follow that around for a bit. It should only take a couple of minutes to do, but it is very, very tedious. Especially when he keeps changing around. He goes through little phases of changing the riding method consistently and then leaving it on one for a while, so you just want to keep your eye out because that progress bar isn't going to move if you're doing the wrong one. Anyway, once it hits full, you'll get a little message at the top saying level 99 riding, and of course it doesn't count for shit, but still. Anyway, leave that room, head along the corridor, and go in the next green room that you can enter. Now, this next one is sailing, and of course, you know, sailing, they had to put that in this. I would have been disappointed if they didn't. Take off any weapons that you're using at the moment, and then search the pools. The pools, I find, give better XP, so just search the pools when you can, and then once you've searched the pools that you can, attack the dudes instead, and you'll get yourself up to level 99 in about a minute or so. It doesn't take as long. That is the quickest one, but those are the methods of doing that. I didn't show that because it's very, very self-explanatory and it's very easy to see what you're meant to do. This final one, though, is bank standing, and this is a bit annoying because it keeps trying to run you out of the map, out of this little bank area, and when it does, your progress bar will stop, so you're going to want to just keep on clicking back at the bank. This probably takes the longest of them all. It gets quicker and quicker as you go up levels, I believe. But anyway, once you've got that to 99, head out here and speak to Max. Go through the dialogue with him and he will give you the 3rd and final life altar piece. Anyway, if you're not a big fan of quests, you're going to be happy to know that the worst is behind you. You're going to want to leave this area and then run directly south to the life altar portal, which is literally the portal just south of this one. Once you're through there, you're going to want to investigate the life altar, and it's going to come up with the final boss, which is the Black Knight Titan. And you're going to want to get ready for what is the first part of an easy boss fight. It gets a little bit harder as it goes on. But anyway, he's going to stop you and talk to you and so on. Go through the dialogue with him and finally choose the option to just get into the fight if you don't want to see all the dialogue. And you're going to want to kill him. The HP and the damage he does scales with your level, so don't worry if you're a level 5, you're not going to get one with 10k HP. That would just be ridiculous. Anyway, you've got to kill him a total of 3 times, which can be a massive, massive nightmare, because it's just a little bit annoying to go through it all 3 times, and there's the dialogue and stuff to go through. But of course, first time doing this, you're going to enjoy it. It's a really fun quest. But anyway, once he's died for the 3rd time, you're going to end up seeing a little cutscene. I've skipped the cutscene just for the sake of this video to make it a little bit quicker for you guys, and there was a little glitch there. If you zoom in on your character, you should have a glitchy arm. It's pretty funny. Anyway, now you finally got to kill him 3 more times while these guys turn all of these, I guess they're life runes, into cabbages. Each time he's going to get a little bit more difficult. The 3rd time round he's going to use both weapons that he has, and he's going to be hitting a little bit higher, so just watch out for your health if you are a low level. But anyway, once that is all done, he's going to officially die, and the goers will have made all of the cabbages they need, and basically that is quest complete. Go through all the dialogue and you will get the message saying the quest is done. I've tried to make this a quick one, which is why it sounds rushed, and the reason for that is because I don't think I should really go into much detail. It's very easy, and basically there's not much to it. I don't need to explain a lot, so I've tried to make it quick for you guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's helped you guys out. If it has, make sure to leave a like down below. It means the world. If you've got any guide requests, please let me know. If there's anything I could do better as well with this guide, please let me know down below. But that is all I've got for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.